friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm coming to you with a viewer request. I received a message in my Instagram account asking could I do a video on how to manage your time and limit distractions when working from home. So thank you, Clara, for your message, and this is for you. So if this is something you guys would like to hear or have an interest in or struggle with this, keep watching. All right, so let's get started. So first I broke it up into two sections: time management and distractions. So first, for time management, this is what I do. I'm not the guru, but I seem to be navigating the teleworking pretty well according to my supervisor. So what I do, I make it a point to get dressed and get up out the bed. I don't work in the bed. I get dressed. I may not have on, like office clothes, but I am dressed and not in my PJs. So I do that as usual, normal time, as if I was going into the office. Now, the days I do telework, for example, say I need to be at work at 8. I may not get up as early as I would if I was driving in, but I still get up early enough to time myself, give myself time, take the dog out, and be ready to work at 8 o'clock. So make sure you do that. Stick to your timelines. And I plan my breaks and my lunches, like just as if I was in the office, because I know when we work from home, we either goof off or we overwork. So I try to find that middle road and stick to it. So I take my breaks and I plan a lunch. I don't work through lunch when I'm home. I stop, remove myself from wherever I'm working. Like today I'm working at my kitchen table. I take a break. Okay, so make sure you do that. Also, have an agenda and use your calendar. So I use my Outlook calendar and I stay on task. I have things on my calendar that I have to get done each day, or you can use your task list, whatever works, but stick to that schedule, okay? And you do your schedule as if you were in the office. The same things you would do in the office, mirror it and mimic it for when you're at home. And that's, that goes from your work tasks, your meetings, etc. Stick to those, and also be sure to log off on time too. So if you were in the office and you're done at 5 o'clock, you need to stop. And, you have to give yourself that work-life balance. So I don't scoot out early when I'm home, and I don't scoot out early in the office, and I don't work over in the office unless, there's something going on I need to. And I don't work over at home. Okay, that's just something that I've learned through trial and error that I have to do for myself. I have to, have that work-life balance. Okay, as far as distractions, I cannot watch TV or have the TV on while I'm working because something will pull my attention. I do listen to music. Soft music like jazz or something like that. I can't listen to my old school hip hop or I end up having a dance party when I'm supposed to be working. But soft music. I have listened to the news, like just to have some noise in the background, like CNN or something like that, or the local news, just to have the talking. But it's nothing that's going to engage me like Real Housewives would or something like that. So, or either white noise like a fan or something. I can't work in silence. So, but if that's something you can do, that's what I would recommend. Nothing that's going to pull you away from your task. Also, I limit my personal calls during work time, and I don't have visitors. Like some people working from home and they have their friends stop by. I don't do that because I want to, if my boss were to walk through my door any moment, not that she would, I don't even think she knows where I live, but that's my mindset. Like, if she were to walk in, I don't want there to be any question that I'm working. That's my thing. Or if she calls me, we do a lot of video calls now. So when I turn my camera on, I don't want my girlfriends, from down the street hanging out over here. Or I'm like, hey girl, I gotta go. My boss is calling. Like, I don't want to do that. So I limit my personal calls and my visits while I'm working. Now, when I go to lunch or if I'm on my break from home, that's when I make my phone calls, okay? Same thing you would do in the office. You wouldn't have your coworkers come hanging out at your desk all day. So same premise. And I find a quiet space. So whether that's in my kitchen, at my kitchen table or dining table, whatever you call it. I don't have a true kitchen table. It's just a space. Or in my office, upstairs, in my room, whatever. Find a quiet space. I have windows around here, but I don't have the type of neighborhood where there's a lot of action and stuff going on. I don't live on a busy street. But if you do, you probably want to find a space that, again, you're not going to be distracted looking at what Miss Jones is doing out in her yard or what those bad kids are doing across the street. Limit your distractions, again, your visual distractions. Try to find a quiet space where you can work. Again, if you have a meeting, like again, I think about if I have a meeting, I don't want the people on the meeting hearing a bunch of stuff either in my household or outside. So I try to find a quiet space. Like I said, avoid places like with a lot of people. If you go to, a lot of people work out of Starbucks. We have a Wegmans here with a cafe. A lot of people go there. That wouldn't work for me. For one, it's too loud and I can't have meetings. And being in HR, I have a lot of confidential meetings. So a public space would not be a good place for me to work. And plus my VPN is secure and I know it won't let me work in a public place like that. So, but if you have that option, just try to pick when Starbucks isn't hustling and bustling first thing in the morning. Like I said, I listen to soft noise or white noise or soft music. I'm sorry. And when necessary, I do have headphones that I can use. So with all those tips and things, that kind of keeps me on track, limits my distractions, and helps with my time management. And just a personal suggestion. Even though my superiors or supervisors or managers, whatever you want to call them, they have let me know that they don't worry about my work ethic and if I'm getting work done. But still, just me being me, anytime that I'm veering off that schedule, say I need to go drop my car for an oil change or run and pick up something from the store, I just shoot my boss a text or email and say, hey, I'm running to such and such. I have my phone with me if you need me. I'm still accessible. Like, that's just a professional courtesy. And from an HR standpoint, it alleviates anything or any question about where you are, what you're doing. I found that to work because I've seen on the flip side when you have employees taking advantage of the freedom and you can't find them, and there's always something that comes up not expected where you need to reach them and you can't. So that's just a little tip for you. Always keep that in mind. So I hope this was helpful to you, Clara, and to others. If you have specific questions that I didn't address, please drop them down in the comments. I'll be glad to answer them. Again, thank you, Clara, for the suggestion. Anyone else, if you want, is there another topic you want me to talk about? I'm going to try to bring you guys some more organizing videos. Anything, drop them in the comments below, and I'll be glad to get those out to you. All right, guys, have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Bye.